All right, so we're on a time crunch for about a week. I'm cutting orders right now, so it's really loud in here, I apologize. But I have an appointment next week, next Tuesday, to go get this thing inspected, which means I gotta do a couple of things. I gotta throw the interior back together because when they were working on it, they needed me to tear up some of the center console stuff, so I gotta put the center console, I gotta put that back together. Don't worry about that license plate. I have to wire up tag bracket lights, so they'll be on. I don't have the wiring harness for them, so I gotta splice into the tail light, so I gotta do that. And one of the things that I'd really like to do is that randomly, out of nowhere, it started leaking power steering fluid. Don't know why. It sat up at a Chevy dealership for 3 weeks, with nobody working on it. When I got it back, it was leaking power steering fluid. So who fucking knows what happened? I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I find it mildly suspicious, especially after they said they weren't gonna work on it because it was a salvage title. The whole thing's a nightmare. But we're this close. We got the StabiliTrak lights fixed. As a matter of fact, we got all the lights fixed. There's no more check engine lights. So I think, fingers crossed, all we have to do is get it put back together, go get it inspected, and hopefully get it registered. That's the fingers crossed on this. Oh, thank God. The fitting on the power steering pump was just loose. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. I'm letting it go. I hope that fixes our problem. It was pretty loose. Oh, thank God. It's not leaking anymore. I thought for sure that was gonna keep us from progressing. All I gotta do now is put the interior back together and this thing should be ready. Oh wait, I still gotta do the tag bracket lights. I gotta find those first. Now, since I'm technically missing this part of the wiring harness for the truck, I'm just gonna piggyback off the taillight's running light. On the GMCs and Chevy trucks, you have a couple different colors. On this particular truck, the DRL, or just the running lights in general, are a brown wire. So I'm just gonna piggyback off of that and then ground it to the truck. All right, so another thing that I'd like to do is I have the backup camera working now. I say I did it, I didn't. I think whatever was causing the rear tail lights not to come on, the reverse lights not to come on, was preventing the rear view camera from turning on. Because now it works, which is great. And normally, it would go in here inside the tailgate there, but I don't really fucking want to put it there anymore, especially since the truck is like twice the size. And now originally, I cut these 3 holes in the rear bumper for reverse facing lights, but I found out that you can't have red reverse facing lights unless they're reverse lights or something like that. I don't know, I'm not gonna use them for those lights. But what I have found out is that that backup camera fits perfectly in that hole. So I need to wire up both tag bracket lights that I don't think I'm gonna put here. I think I'm gonna put them above. I think I'm gonna put them right here on both sides. And I think I'm gonna put the reverse camera in this hole right here. So I'm gonna build a mount that goes behind here that supports both the reverse camera and the 2 lights. Because I don't think I want the tag bracket lights always in here, because when you put a plate on, you have to unscrew them. It seems like a real nightmare to do them. So I'm just gonna build a bracket for this with some hilariously small screw sizes. All right, so I've created a 2D cutout. These little cutouts will be where you bend. Hopefully I can get it small enough to at least peck these holes. These holes are really small. Come on, bud, you need us to make us a good cut, eh? Oh yeah, oh you betcha. 0RX, 0RY, home RZ, zero that out, and then run. Okay, resume. Sorry the background's so loud, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z, dude. I found this playlist, it's like a 24-hour video of like Toonami. Time to go fishing. I'm very surprised how small it cut these holes. These are like the smallest I've ever dotted. I don't know. I didn't really think about that, did I? shit fuck. Once again, your boy's math is spot on. But now we just need to bend these slots downwards and then outwards. So let's try that real quick. Now, I'll be honest about my bracket, it did not work the way I wanted it to at all. I mean, it bent and powder coated just fine, but my design and placement just didn't work. So even after all this work, I still don't end up using it. No. No. Brother, you are fucking me. God damn it. Okay, after way too long, I got it to work. I gave up on my original idea. I ended up just drilling their own dedicated holes for these things. They're not super bright during the day, but I think they'll work. I think we'll pass inspection with those. They're visible. It lights up the license plate. So that's, at least that's taken care of. I think that'll be good enough. Now I gotta rethink my backup camera mount completely. It just, big dumb. Yeah, so I gave up. I just reused the factory mount. I kept fucking up, dude. I fucked up like 4 or 5 times. I was like, I give up. I'll just see if I can reuse the factory mount. And I did. But hey, the reverse camera works. It's dog shit quality, but it is, I can see what to do. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's better than nothing. I'm all right with it. Whew. It has been a week, y'all. Actually, a week and a half. So, like, just things that you don't care about. I've been trying to get my MS medication taken care of. The company that I get the medication from makes me re-up every year. It's a nightmare, but I think I got the last little bit of paperwork done. I also got the last little bit of paperwork done for this thing, I believe. I believe I have everything I need, along with all the photos that I need to get this bad boy registered tomorrow. Well, at least inspected tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to get it registered in the same day. I don't know how much it will cost. I don't know if there's a process to get it registered after it's passed inspection. We're going to find out after then. We got a few more things we got to get done on the dually before we get inspected. And we're gonna go through that at the end of the video and make sure that everything is working before we go get it inspected, because that would be dumb, right? I think the last step that I need to worry about as far as any sort of registration is these side markers. These are not plugged in because there's a wiring harness that I can't find. I've looked at it all. I've looked for it everywhere. It's supposed to go from those 2 lights from the bed to the actual truck. Can't find it. So I'm just gonna make my own wiring harness. Oh yeah, and also, when I was installing that backup camera, I think I locked the bed because this keyhole is not the same keyhole as the factory. You can't unlock it. So that's real cool. It's real cash money. Then I gotta throw the inside back together. Still, it keeps getting pushed to the back, and it really doesn't matter, but it's the last thing that I need to do besides those side marker lights. So I'm gonna do the side marker lights, and then we'll do the rest. Let's do this. Now, I'm gonna interrupt your time lapse. This is normally where I'd put a sponsor in today's video, but I don't have a sponsor. Beginning of the years are usually really slow for me, so I'm sponsoring today's video. PerfectPlasma.co, all my metal stuff that I do. Just dropped a bunch of new stuff, like 13 new designs that I'm really proud of, and I think that you guys will really like. And I've got more coming. There's a ton of new stuff. You guys go check it out. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. And even if the stuff on my website isn't for you, man, a like and a share, it's always appreciated. And back to whatever this loser's doing. All right. Man, look at these. Wow, those look great. I have not had these since I've had the car. Or, I'm sorry, I've not had those since I've had the truck. Fantastic. Red on the back, yellow up front. All right, I think, as far as I know, that is the last thing that would prevent us from getting it registered or pass inspection, is that those exterior lights now work. And this is like the last thing that I've ever thought I was gonna do. But when I got the thing, when I got the truck, the little cover for the windshield washer bottle was broken. I got a new one, but now I gotta fill it up. Step up here, because that's how tall I am. Yeah, I did a little bit of bartending in college. Well, there's a hole at the bottom of it though. So that's cool. I can hear it dripping. Nice. Nice. Very cool, Kanye. Well, guess I'm not getting windshield wiper fluid right now, but everything else is back together. And that is satisfying. You know, I know everyone's always crapping me on this grill. It looks like shit, it really does. Don't worry, I have a plan. It's gonna be the first thing I do when I get done getting this thing registered. I'm gonna do this. Trust me, just trust the process. You've made it this far, trust the process. And that is it. The sun is really bright, but come with me. The interior is finally all back together. The center console, all nice and structural back together. It's really nice. I mean, I get my fingerprints all over it, but lids are back on, monitors are back on. Everything works the way it should. The center console's all put back together. Got your mini refrigerator and your gaming computer back there, which you guys can't see because it's too dark. There you go. Look at me. Never say I never did nothing for you, but gaming computer, mouse, keyboard. Logo's back on. Everything up here is put back together. Let's make sure the headlights, taillights, and blinkers work. Side markers, roof markers all work. These all work, but I don't care about them. Headlights work. Headlights, side markers, taillights, tag lights work. Side markers. We'll check the blinkers. Mirror signals work. Front turn signal. Other front turn signal. Look how they're sequential too, by the way. They're hard to whoop, whoop, whoop. Side marker. Yes. Yes. All right. No lights. Make sure there's no check engine lights. Yeah. Divorce Dad Rock. Fantastic. Now I need to check the reverse lights, but I can't get out without it being in drive. So I'm gonna put the brake on, throw it in reverse. Backup camera works. Look at that shit. Reverse light. Fuck yeah. But check that third brake light real quick too. I gotta find something heavy to put on the brake. My third brake light was actually out. I have a LED in there. It just wasn't fitting quite perfect. I wiggled around a little bit and now it works. The one thing that held me up for a while was I thought that the third brake light was a reverse light, and it's not. It's a cargo lamp. So even though that it won't come on in reverse, you hit this little bad boy in here, right there, and these little side lights come on, and so do those bed lights up there and in here. So we've got bed lights inside and back here. Oh, one more thing. Something I don't think I've ever tested on this truck. It's got a horn. All right, we've got everything we can do on the truck before tomorrow. I've put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get this thing where it's at. More blood than I care to mention. But there should not be anything stopping us from getting this thing registered tomorrow. I say anything, the paperwork's a little iffy. I'll talk about that in detail afterwards because I don't know what I don't want to talk about it now because I don't know. So once I learn more tomorrow, I'll let you guys know. But it's time. Man, everyth's working the way it should be. Even the ceiling lights, which I don't think are gonna come up very good on the GoPro. It's stuck on RGB color too because the battery and the remote is dead, but everything's working the way it should. The horns, the blinkers, the tail lights, the brake lights, etc. And listen how quiet it is in here. You can actually hear yourself talk and think because there's no like exhaust noise dumping right underneath the cab. Pretty freaking nuts, dude. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. We didn't pass. That is how it be sometimes. Honestly, when I got this back, I was fucking devastated, right? Like, of course. I should have known better to think that it'd get passed the first time. Like, I know better than that. That's not how things work with this truck. For the most part, the truck actually passes the inspection technically. Like, everything works the way it should be, the lights, the horn, all that stuff. It was the paperwork, that's what didn't get us passed. And I knew if anything that was gonna not get us passed, it was gonna be this. And that's because, for a few reasons. Let me read to you why it didn't pass, and we'll go over there. One, the rear seat belts and the bucket seats that I have don't fasten. I've already fixed that, so that's done. Cannot verify the seat airbags due to the reupholstery. Must replace the seats with upper covers. OEM per manufacturer front seat equipped with airbags. So essentially the upholstering of the custom upholstering of the seat caused that to fail inspection because it's got airbags in the seat, can't verify that it will work the way it's supposed to, right? It makes sense, I guess. 3, I need to provide a letter from the dealer stating all the airbags are present and functioning, which they are. I know that for a fact, but I just got to get a dealer to sign off on it. Provide all the original seats for all parts. This one is the hard one. I'll go back into that here in a second. And 5, provide all auction photo pictures, including interior. I originally only had 2 photos of the auction. I was able to find the rest of the auction photos, thankfully. So that one's checked off the list. So technically we got 2 out of 5 already checked off the list, and it's not even Monday. It's Monday now, but you know what I'm saying. I knew the hard one was going to be providing all the original receipts for all the parts because, as you guys know, I do YouTube. A lot, if not pretty much most of the parts were sponsored or at least partially sponsored. A lot of the stuff was done through like Capital Cadillac, which was super helpful of them. Thankfully, I've got people who work there that are, or have worked there that are getting those for me, so that should not be a problem. That was the one that got me, is that I thought I had an invoice. I had an invoice for all the work that was done from the shops, but that wasn't suffice enough. That's how this shit works, go figure. So not only have to have the invoice from all the work done, I had to have the invoice for all the parts, even though that they were ordered through a dealer. It's very strange, it's very jump through hoops-ish, but that's what I have to do. And then, like I said, the hard part is it being stretched over the course of now going on 4 or 5 years, right? So it's hard to obviously find everything. Thankfully, I've got everybody helping me out here between 74 Auto and Capital Cadillac, getting all the parts and stuff situated. So that shouldn't be a problem. These should be relatively easy to solve. I'll just replace the upper seat covers with factory ones for the inspection, get that taken care of. That's not a problem either. And obviously getting the airbags verified isn't gonna be too hard. We'll probably have to pull the seats off. I hope they don't have to pull the headliner. God, I hope they don't have to pull the headliner. And yeah, it's really not as bad as it originally was. When he came out of the inspection bay, he was talking about having me pull the paint off the truck. There's a whole process that I wasn't aware of that I do know now of how you're supposed to do things, which is you're supposed to take photos before you do everything, and you're supposed to get it inspected before it's painted. It's a whole thing. You have to do a lot to get this there. And thankfully, the people that are doing the inspection, they're very cross their T's, dot their I's kind of people. So that way, like, when it passes, it will be like, there's no question about it. It is a fucking ultimately amazing and perfect truck, which is crazy. It is crazy to say that even after all this time that we're here. When I get done with this whole process, I'm gonna sit down with them, I think, and just kind of have them talk through the whole process about how to do it in Georgia. So that way you guys know, and that way I know for future rebuild cars. To be honest, nobody has any idea the kind of obstacles that I've had to surmount behind the camera that I can't talk about just yet, or I don't want to talk about it yet until everything's said and done with. I talk about all the complications, why it took so long, because there's a lot of reasons as to why it took so long. Like, most of them were out of my control, which fucking, dude, that sucks. I've dumped my heart and soul into this fucking truck. I'm ready to drive the truck around. I've put 3,000 miles on it in 5 years, and that fucking hurts my feelings. Especially you guys, for those who have put up with this, and the patience is so fucking, like, we're here, man, we're here. This proves right here that it's possible. The truck passed inspection. We just gotta prove that we did the stuff that we did. It's gonna happen. It's a matter of when. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me all these years, and I'll see you in the next one.